Alright guys, what's up? It's Rock. I'm going to be doing my thoughts on 9.1's content. I played through basically everything for the first week. I haven't done the raid or the mega dungeon, obviously, because they're not out yet, but you know, I'll give my thoughts on those when they come out. So far as the overland content and the story campaign, I thought the campaign was pretty good. Scenarios were good. Cutscenes were awesome, especially the one with Tyrande and Sylvanas. I mean, holy shit, that was great. That was actually great. I mean, that was a 9 out of 10 for me. That was fucking awesome. I loved that shit. I wish the only thing that could have improved that a little bit more was a little bit more hints about Alun's motivations and her role in that. But I mean, the night where you're going up against the Banshee Queen, how could you not love that shit, dude? Getting there and oh man, the effort. So this effort in this quest, you know, a lot of people kind of overlooked it or whatever, but for me, it showed that they were trying to do something special, and probably ran out of time and resources or whatever because they were balancing shit, which I'm not gonna get into because I just made a video on that. But this quest where the guy says, "Hey, let me look at your anima. Okay, your anima has a unique signature. We're gonna anchor your anima to Orbos or whatever, so that you can use the second waystone." I don't remember everything, but it was like, oh, cool. So this is why I'm allowed in this other part of the Maw, lore-wise. And I was like, yes, dude, they're explaining it in-game, and it makes sense. And it's not just that I'm special, it's why I'm special. Why I was chosen. What makes me able to do this that nobody else is able to. Thank you. That's good. Now, obviously, some people missed it, and some people don't give a shit, but I think that was an 8 out of 10 little segment. I think that was good. Most of the questing, about a 7. You know, some of them get tiring, some of them got a little you know, but it was good. The new zone, it's fun, it's not too big, it's got lots of different things, it's very dense, got lots of treasures, and the progression systems seem really good. And even though they're a little time locked with renown and all that kind of crap, I think that as long as they don't turn into a mandatory grind that's just there to keep me playing until they can waste time balancing some other bullshit for the next patch, because the next patch is going to be forever and a day until it comes out, it's good. It's a solid 7 out of 10. Torghast, it was improved. I don't know how well it's going to be improved, and we'll have to see. Before I viewed Torghast as about 3, and I would say that the new Torghast is about 5.5, 6. And I think that with the improvements to the skill tree, that it could quickly, you know, climb very efficiently to you know, a 7 or an 8, to where I would want to do it. Maybe even want to do it for fun. Right now, I don't mind doing it. I mind a little bit doing it, but it's not torture. And that might be because I haven't done it 6 months, because it was torture. I just didn't do it last patch. I got my legendaries and said never again. So Torghast has been improved. Overland stuff is good. I like that there's only one reputation, but the reputation, at least in my opinion, that I've seen, is pivotal. I like that they developed Venari's character a lot. They improved the accessibility of the Maw with the mounts, and they gave you again, they explained it, a reason why you can mount in the Maw now. Awesome. They don't do that. I appreciate the effort and the thought there. There was some really good intentions with the questing. Unfortunately, the rest of it just didn't come through, as a lot of it felt a little phoned in. The Covenant assaults were not as epic as I thought they were going to be. They were about a 6. They could have missed opportunities, specifically in some of the quests. You know, have to do four quests. The quests weren't super unique. They were kind of interesting, but they were, I mean, underwhelming, right? You just wanted to get through them. You weren't like, oh, this is how this is happening, and this quest is how I'm advancing the Covenant assaults in this war zone. Imagine if during the Covenant assaults, because all these Fae, at least for me, I don't know if it was for everybody, for me it was the Night Fae. And so the Night Fae were there, and there was a bunch of them, and we were still in the mall. Now, they're bringing a bunch of, you know, the Ardenweald enema or whatever with them. They're Fae. The creatures, they tend the forest, right? How cool would it be to be a place that was once desolate, but now has all of these Fae, all this Fae magic, all these Fae creatures there, start transforming the maw a little bit like Ardenweald. You start seeing some flowers, maybe you see some water or pools or whatever the fuck it is. Maybe some woodland creatures or whatever. Like, you start seeing the actual war, the assault on the maw. We're going in and we're taking this territory and we're holding it, and there's nothing you can do about it, and we're starting to terraform, and the effect is felt for that assault. And you know, after the assault's done, maybe the maw forces retake that area and it goes back to where it was. But that visual representation of, nah, we're here, bro, and this is ours now, was missing. It was good. Could have been better. Not worth the wait. I felt like if I would have gotten 9.1 like well, maybe not 4 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 5 months after, you know, after release, I would have been like, this is good. I like this. I have no problems with this. Not the best, but I like it. But I look at it two ways. My enjoyment from 9.1 is based purely on the content itself. It's a 7 out of 10. But when I put it in the context of I had to wait 8 months for this, it goes down to a 4. And part of that is worrying about how long the next patch is going to take, because I just don't have the faith that they're going to be able to do it in a timely manner. And I'm hoping that these progression systems aren't tied in as a, you know, pre-planned way to give us something to do, since there's not going to be anything to do. I hope I'm wrong on that, but you know, they really need to pick up their content cycle, or make the content, no, they just need to make it faster, but they also need to make the content better and more engaging. And I've explained in my other video where I basically cussed out Blizzard why and how I think that would be attainable, and what my take on the priorities would be to deliver a good player experience. We'll have to see on the raid and the Mythic Plus and the Mega Dungeon to see, and the PvP to see if it's gonna be a good patch or not. Right now, pretty good. A lot of missed potential, so much missed potential, but pretty good. The servers were pretty decent. It sucked for some people. I only got DC'd once. I had a lot of lag for the first hour, but after that, I had no problems. Nothing was broken. I could get through everything. Except for the Venari part where you had to walk with her, but I mean, that wasn't that broken. I just had to walk out of the circle, walk back in, and she fixed herself. But yeah, that's my thoughts on 9.1 so far, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Peace.